5. Late 5.
Excuse me.
Check 1 2
Ladies and
1
gentlemen,
2.
welcome back to another episode of Perfect Balance Podcast. This
We did.
good conversations over here. Listen, this episode is all about knowing your word. Okay.
Oh Lord, Rob, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Knowing your role?
No, know your worth. Know your role, but shut your mouth. Rob, we got to get this out before we get started on this topic. We got to get it out because
how about them Cowboys?
Listen.
Hey, well, you know what? I'm gonna put like this. You see what hat I got on. You know, I'm gonna rock with the dark forces that may be the Santa Friends. So what? That I'm their DJ for them here in Addison and Dallas, Texas. So what? But I got to ride with the hot ticket because they was paying the hot money.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. So Dallas is playing San Fran, right?
Yeah.
I trust Dallas's defense more than I trust San Fran's offense. I like Brock Purdy. Don't get me wrong.
Are you smoking dope?
I like Brock Purdy a lot. And I like his receiving core.
What the hell did you... Okay.
Debo, I love it. I love it. But Dallas's defense is firing on all cylinders right now.
True.
Especially from what I've seen with Tom. If Tom Brady can't get shit started.
Okay. Now, I thank you for the praise, but I'm gonna live in reality here, and let me tell you the reason why that plan is flawed. One, Tom Brady's offensive line is trash.
That's true.
So the Cowboys just capitalize on that. We're going up against one of the top scoring offensives in the NFC, and they have great protection on top of that. Plus, one of the top running games in the NFC.
The problem is, I don't see. See, here's the thing. With San Fran, first of all, San Fran's last 6 games have been close.
Okay. But who did they play though? Who did San Fran play? They played a beaten, broken. Hardly made it into the playoffs because somebody lost. Seahawks, which is the exact same thing that happened with Tom Brady and the Bucks. They were not supposed to be in the playoffs. They just got the luck of the draw. They just got the luck.
6 games. Let's see. Hold on. The last 6 games were Seahawks. That was a blowout, so that wasn't anything special.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
Cardinals. Huh?
Yeah, the Cardinals is nothing to write home about either.
Again, blowout. Not anything to laugh at. Raiders won by 3. Very, very close.
Raiders are formidable opponents this year.
Yes. Commanders, not so much. They won by 17, 37-20. Not tripping. The last game they played against Seahawks was 21-13. That's a 1-score game. Then of course they beat the dog breaks out from Bucks 35-7, and they beat the breaks. Well, they beat the Dolphins pretty good.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. It's going to be a shootout, and Purdy, he's on a roll. If we can get to him and fluster him, at least and keep the pressure on him. Yeah, I see the Cowboys. I can see the Cowboys pulling off a win. But the same thing is going to go on offense.
Thank you.
You got
Purdy hasn't faced the pressure Dallas is bringing. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's 6-0 right now, and it's time. It's time for him to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But 2, he really hasn't gone up against Dallas type defense. Right? The only ones that he kind of went up against was the Raiders, and the Raiders are not nearly as good as Dallas defense.
So, and one thing that Tom Brady, if you saw like in the third quarter, fourth quarter, Tom Brady was hurrying up the defense just to try to tire out, hurrying up the offense, trying to go to no huddle and tire the defense, not have them sub in and out. The thing is they're trained for that. They knew Brady was going to do that, and they still kept the pressure on.
That conditioning.
Yeah. So they can try all they want. But the thing is on the opposite end of the field. Again, I love Dak Prescott and the way that he played this last game. But he is so inconsistent. I can't trust him to do the same exact thing against San Fran. Because this is the mentality of Dallas football.
And that's what everybody's saying. Like, he's so up and down that like he had an up game. Now he's gonna be down.
Now he's gonna be middle of the pack. He's not gonna play like shit, but he's gonna be like middle of the pack.
This is playoff time though.
This is playoff time, and again, this was his first victory in the playoffs out of 4.
True.
So now we're in uncharted territory. That's gonna get into the psyche.
Okay, so.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Cass? Thanks for joining in the shenanigans.
Listen here. All right, now that y'all done talking all this Molarkey bullshit, excuse my French. Yeah, let's see. Y'all sleeping on that San Francisco defense.
I just said that. Well, I was just about to.
Rob, look, coming from look, Rob is over here mad because it's the battle of the bitter divorce of what could have been in Atlanta when they when they lost the Super Bowl. Dan Quinn was the head coach. Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. 2 of his former coaches from Atlanta, when they took them to the promised land and couldn't deliver. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose.
Yeah.
So the question is, Rob, who do you want to see win out of your former coaches from the ATL? That's the question.
Honestly, you know what? I want 49ers to win just because I don't want to hear Cowboys' mouth. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why.
And that is the most popular answer. Not because they're the inability of the Cowboys.
No,
they just don't want to
hear.
Because I
actually like Dak Prescott.
They don't want to hear the Cowboys fans talk mad
so
shit. And you know what? If we do get a victory, you will not hear the end of it. The entire.
That's the problem.
You will not hear the end of it.
That's the problem.
You won't put like this.
You think
you
you think the internet said anything this past Monday? No, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Let me say something. Don't get to the Super Bowl and lose.
Whoa.
Woo.
But you know what? In the classic clapback for Cowboys fans is like, at least we
made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, we made it to the Super Bowl.
Falcons can say that too, but that don't mean nothing.
They didn't get blown out though. We ain't getting blown out. We ain't giving up a 27-point lead, 22-point lead.
Listen, let me tell you this. And you know what's crazy? I watched that game. But that last game y'all played against Tampa Bay, and I was like, "Ooh, hold on,
ooh, this
lead looking mighty familiar."
Looks mighty. Yeah, so was I. So was I. At halftime, I was like, "Man, they better not go back into the freaking locker room and start fucking praising like this is Brady. This is Clutch, the GOAT." And I was like, "Bro,
don't count him out until it's 2 minutes left and you up 40. That's the only time.
That's the only time."
If it's anything left,
and he caught up. He caught up 2 points or 2 scores.
Yeah, two scores. So
scores left.
Here's what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen on Love It Sunday. Cowboys versus Niners. Whoever scores the first touchdown, 9 times out of 10 is going to win the game.
5.
Whoever scores first wins. Point blank. Period. Now, we don't want to have a deja vu moment for our lovely Dallas folks. Look, I'm a for business fan, okay? The 49ers are good for business.
So you need the Niners to win. So they
you know what I'm saying? The 49ers are good for business.
Hey, listen.
Here, well, hold on. Hear me out, Rob, before you get in there. But I would love for my mother and my brother and my father to experience one last hoorah before Jerry Jones kicked the bucket and say, "We made it to the promised land." And they can all say, "Hey, Jimmy Johnson, we did it without you. We finally broke the Jimmy Johnson curse. Finally got to the promised land." Yep. But fell a little short.
That, you know what? There's a whole bunch of curses that were broke. Like, one, us never beating Brady. 2, finally breaking the curse since 1999, winning in a playoff game on the road.
Winning a road playoff game. Y'all never won a road playoff game.
We haven't won a road playoff game since 1999.
99.
But listen,
2000.
Here's what you need to be worried about. It ain't this game. It's the Eagles.
It's the Eagles or the Giants.
So no. So here's it is. Let me say this, and I'm gonna give y'all the floor. Let me say this.
Don't sleep on the Giants, man.
We all are Giants fans by default.
Daniel Jones is not gonna beat Jalen Hurts.
Bro,
understand? Hear me out, Rob. Hear me out. Week 18, the first place Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts barely beat a third string New York Giants team. Barely.
And we don't even know.
They might be coming in a little bit too cocky.
Yep.
Oh, we done got the rest. We the number 1 seed. Everything got to go through us. You know what's the most dangerous thing to play against? Somebody that ain't got shit to lose.
Yep.
And the New York Giants ain't got jack squat to lose.
And they're on the roll. And they haven't had time to rest.
Listen,
you can't say anything about, "Oh, it's gonna be cold in Philly." It's cold in New York.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts is still playing with a hurt shoulder, a throwing hurt shoulder.
I don't think it's hurt. The way
we're gonna find out Saturday.
He ain't hurt.
We're gonna find out because
that's gonna be a game. I tell you this. I'm telling you this right now. The Eagles are sleeping on the Giants.
Mm-hmm. You don't.
They gonna get a fucking rude awakening.
Like you said, they played them earlier this season.
They're gonna end up losing. I think Philly can definitely beat them, but the Giants have something to prove. They haven't.
See, here's the thing though. If y'all that confident, let's bet the money line then. If y'all bet that confident the Giants gonna win, let's bet the money line.
What's the line? Is it 7?
What we betting?
Let me see the money line.
Because it's got, look, I bet you it's about 12.5. It's 12.5 on Philly. I bet you. I guarantee. Look, I'm with you on that, right? I get you. Because Antonio, Brown, the boys got some killers. What's the line?
Philly minus 365. New York plus 285. Ooh, I'll bet that. I like those odds. I like those odds.
What are they saying? What's going to be what are they?
The over-under is 48 points.
48 points?
They're not going to cover.
The spread is minus 7.5. I think they'll cover. They'll cover the over-under. Because I honestly, I'm thinking like 21-28 Philly. That's what I'm thinking.
And they'll break even.
I think
what's the line for Dallas and San Fran?
That one was stupid. Hold on.
Pull like this. Like I said, man, whoever gets to the quarterback first and gets the sacks, and whoever gets the first turnover, that's who winning the game. And whoever pull like this, whoever has at least 4 penalties, that's a wrap. That's a BET. That's a wrap.
So the money line for Dallas 49ers, that's not bad. Dallas plus 170, 49ers minus 205. Spread minus 4. Over under 46. That'll definitely cover. That spread is trash.
Like I said, see, Dallas got to get their front four. Got to get to them. They got to get to them. And what you're gonna have is you're gonna have Parsons on what's his name on the outside tackle, all pro.
Yeah, Michael Parsons. Well, the thing is, what they did with Tampa Bay, he started out on the left end,
right side,
on the right side. Yeah. So he started off on the right side, and then they switched him over to the left.
And see, think about it. I mean, and what's that? That boy, DeMarcus Ware ain't worth a damn dime. Y'all only got pressure coming from one side. That boy's inconsistent.
Yeah.
49ers got a defensive rotation where Bosa don't even have to be in. Them boys get to you.
Yeah, definitely. So
the fact how they twist stunt and move around once the ball is hyped, and it's like they don't even have to bring a blitzer. It's crazy. Yeah. You're right, Brandon. Van Der Esch is back, but can Van Der Esch cover? That's got to be the question. Can Van Der Esch cover Christian McCaffrey?
Nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
Look, because what you're going to have to do. So think about it. Here's the scenario. Dallas can't blitz Parsons every damn play.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have to guard somebody. And once they put like this, if
You know who's trash on defense for the Cowboys that people give too much credit for?
Who?
Our cornerbacks.
Oh, Diggs.
Trayvon
Diggs. He had that one year.
Trayvon Diggs is mid.
He gonna have put like this.
He's gonna have to dig deep.
He got to try to hold down Debo.
Yep.
He got to try to hold down Aku.
Not Aku. What is it? Ayuk.
Number 11.
Ayuk.
Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk. And then here's the crazy thing. The fullback for the 49ers will fuck around getting the flats on your ass.
So Brandon, they don't throw to him very often, but when they do,
He getting beat.
He's getting beat.
That's the only time I throw it to him. And so it's
he's going to get watch. Mark my words. He's going to get exposed, and then they're going to realize, oh shit, we got.
They don't have your right side
they got another side that they can throw to. Because again, Purdy is not tested against a real defense, so he's going to widen his options. He's got McCaffrey. He's got Debo.
Kittle. He got Debo.
He's got Debo. He's got McKittle. He's got so many different weapons that he can throw to. And if his offensive line can hold down, he's got all the time in the world.
So
the pass rush on like Dallas cannot be pass rushing the entire time. They can't.
They don't have the personnel to cover. They don't have the bodies to have a consistent pass rush. The way San Francisco, literally, they can swap out that whole defensive front, and it's not missing a beat.
So I'm being realistic here. It's going to be a dogfight. If the only way the Cowboys win, if
turnovers,
if Dak performs exactly like he did against the Buccaneers, because if he gets on a roll like he did, there ain't no stopping him.
Yeah,
forget the 49ers defense.
Well,
so it's
all I can say is I'm focused on next season.
Focus on next season.
But anyway,
all right, we're moving on, babe. Let's go. Let's get on today's topic. Let's do it.
All right,
got that out of our soul.
Got that out of the system.
Thank you. Know your worth. That's what the title of this episode is. We talked about stuff completely off topic. Know your worth.
We always got to start off with that.
Sure. But yeah, so I heard something earlier that really stuck with me, and it was about: do you have a flag, like a yellow flag?
Oh man,
flag on the play.
A penalty flag.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Anyway, so I heard something earlier, and it was this girl talking about I'm putting money on San Fran. I would opinion, but this woman was talking about how she was asking like, why is it that I can be with a dude for 5-6 years, he'll never propose, he'll never do none of that, but then he leave me and get with some other chick, and 6 months later they engaged, they traveling the world, all the stuff that I wanted him to do with me. Why is that such a common thing? And the response was, you didn't know his worth. You didn't recognize his value, right? And it stuck with me. Like, he didn't go too deep into it, but I am. So when you're with somebody, right? And ladies, I'm gonna answer the question of why don't men propose after a certain amount of time. All right, I'm gonna answer the question because it's real simple. It's one of two things: either he don't want to be with you permanently, or there's something in you that still gives him pause, still gives him that hesitation to be like, I don't know if I want to like for real commit.
I gotta test things out.
All right, I gotta test things out.
I gotta pay monthly for this trial still.
Yeah, but part of that is recognizing a man's value. I talked about this earlier, a long time ago, right? A couple episodes ago, where I said our love language universally is respect, right? If you respect a man, you will feel love, right?
Right.
If you just respect him, you will feel love, right? That's part of knowing your worth. Why is she still with him if he hasn't? That's a good question. But if you're with somebody and he hasn't done these things for years and years of you being with them, most times it's because he feels like you don't respect him or whatever he does. Why buy the cow when the milk's free?
Damn right. Damn right. B Money.
But
I'm about to give a toxic
either,
reply to this, man.
Oh, I already know. I know it's coming. This is the setup for it.
Yep.
But either, like I said, he doesn't want to be committed to you permanently, or he doesn't see that you respect him as a man, right, in his position, right? So, like, it was my wife watching the show Sister, happened to get into it, right?
Yeah.
There's a girl on there who she used to dog this dude like all the time. Like, you ain't shit, you this and you that. Why don't you get a job? Why don't you blah blah blah? You trash, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Even he wanted to stay in the relationship. She broke up with him, right?
Yeah.
He find this new chick who uplifts him, who you know, is you know, promoting him, who is just pouring into him, right?
Right.
And now he's flourishing. Multi-millionaire. He's got a nice house, nice car. They taking trips, all this other stuff. And the other girl is mad because she like, why he ain't do that for me? Why he couldn't do that for me? Well, one, why would I do for you what I do for her when you don't do the shit that she does for me? Like, if you were half as good as she was, I probably would have done a lot of the shit that I'm doing for her. But because you were, you know, this way, whatever way that is, I found better elsewhere. And now I'm able to flourish. And it's crazy because there's a lot of single men that are doing very well for themselves, right? Because we got to, right?
Yeah.
But there's a whole different level of success when somebody's pouring into you and breathing that life and confidence into you, because there's those days where all men have them where it's like, I don't know if I could do this, like I'm doubting myself, I'm down on myself, right?
Yeah.
But having a woman there that's like, nah, baby, you got this, I believe in you, I'm right with you, and you know what I'm saying, you know how they put the forearm on your back to push you forward and say, I got your support. You know, you ain't got to worry about falling this way because I got you.
Mm-hmm.
That, I'm telling you, it lights a fire in us that is unseen, right? But if you don't know his worth, you're not going to do that. If you don't recognize his value, if you don't recognize the potential in him, you're not going to do that. Then she going to say, you downgraded in your... Man, this sound like you're talking from personal experience.
Brandon pleads the fifth.
Right. But like, for real, when you have somebody that's really holding you down and supporting you, all of these women talking about, I'm gonna ride or die. Get the fuck out of here. You're not. If you're not able to support me if I fall, you ain't really. I can't fuck with you. I can't. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead with your toxic response.
So, you know what, Chef, go ahead and get your opinion in there, or if you want to piggyback, go ahead.
Well, you know what, I was gonna wait. I was waiting for you to give me the toxicity, and I was like, ooh, yes, the dark side is strong within you today, yes. But I go ahead and give you the DJ Chef opinion on as far as knowing my worth. For to go ahead and bring you up to speed, DJ Chef is outside. You know what I'm saying? When PhD be like, Chef, for the streets, he means that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. Jokingly I say that, but I know what I want from whether it be girlfriend, future fiance, future wife. I know what I want, and I know what's supposed to be for me. And if you can't accept my full worth, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not even going to give you the thought of day to sit there and waste valuable time because you don't appreciate all of, like John Legend said, all of me.
Okay, then what are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? I'm going to appreciate your work. I'm going to appreciate all of you that comes, and I appreciate all of your work. So I want that same energy. I want that same love, that same compassion. Because when you get to talk around your girls, you're like, girl, I know my man's work. I know what I got. My king, this I hate, you know what? I ain't hating on PhD and what he got over there because, shouts out to Queen Nita. She over there, my king. My king. You know how that's when they know your work. They talk with their hands. And it's my king.
Nita does not play around about me.
So
at all.
You know what? And being the baby brother, it's like, dude, you want to, as a man, you want to find that woman who's just like, hey, I don't fuck around without mine. Because I know what he's worth. And if I let this nigga go,
there are no talks about that at all here. Because I'm not going anywhere. She said that multiple times with the gun in her hand.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Do you guys know the international?
Say something else.
You guys know the international
Is she behind
sign?
the camera? Are you okay? Blink twice if you need help.
You know the international sign of you're in distress? It's this.
For real?
Yeah, it's that. Now, I'm not doing it. I'm not in distress. I'm not in
sure?
distress at all. But that's
That's not at all. I mean,
well, hold on.
No.
You know what?
I'm playing around. So, okay. Here's disclaimer. This is not my personal views, but this is going around the interwebs for women in this type of situation. So, if you find yourself in it with a man and it's been 5 years and he ain't proposed to you just yet, you're an independent, strong woman. You have two options. One, ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of heavy-handed, and it may backfire. So independent women are smart, so that's not really an option you want to pick. So the other one option is propose yourself. You want to be the man in a relationship. You got to step up. You got to step to the plate. Put your thing on the table. Smack it down. Tell them how it is.
but also be prepared to hear no.
They ain't ready for that. They are not ready for that. So how do you think it makes us feel?
PhD, you just told these ladies out here to propose to us.
It is what it is, and that's what's being spread around the interwebs out there. It's like, hey, you know what? Hey,
your inner future is coming out. I love it.
Let's go back to what Beyonce said. What did she say? If you like it, put a ring on it. Don't be mad.
When you see that she want it.
She's on it. She told y'all. She gave me the blueprint a long time ago. She wasn't talking to us. She was talking to y'all. Flag on the play. You're making too much sense, KG.
Oh, I wish Sunshine was here.
Get him out of here.
I wish Sunshine was here.
Get him out of here.
Golly.
Okay, so on another note of knowing your worth, right? Ladies.
Boy.
Hey, it's not happening in my lifetime at all.
So we talked to the fellas first. Ladies, this one's for y'all. Knowing your worth, man. Listen, I got a daughter now, and I got to teach her what her value is, right? And one of the things from a man's perspective for my daughter is don't ever let somebody tell you what you want. Number one. Number two, don't ever settle for less. Because what you want is out there. Now, disclaimer, you gotta be what you want to see. You can't be asking for $1 million when you got 2,000.
Be realistic with yourself.
You gotta be realistic. that's another thing, right? But we're gonna talk about that separately. Knowing your worth, so we this episode a couple weeks ago about who's the prize, right? Who's the prize in a relationship, male or female relationship? When you're talking about all the extra shit,
Yeah.
who's the prize? And we never got around to answering that question fully, but it really depends on who brings what to the table. And one thing that I will teach both of my children is that if you're not the top dog in the house, you don't belong in the house. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm okay with my daughter being the man of the house, if you will. I'm okay with that. Like, because at least I know there's no one on this planet that's gonna put her out of her own shit, right? That's gonna, you know what I mean? I refuse to have a situation where my daughter's calling me talking about the Rodney put me out. Yeah, no.
This is exactly what we talked about on the last episode that we had. I had the video example of the dude kicking his girlfriend out with her kids, baby in hand. Yeah, it's a fickle situation, and women have it the roughest, because they got to figure out what they want to do it, put up with some men's BS, and have a cushion at the same time. Like, that's just the way it is. Yeah. And the world does not prepare you for that at all. The world prepares women to the world is your oyster. It's going to be handed to you on a silver platter, and that's
one thing I ain't gonna teach my daughter. I would try not to teach my
daughter. That is farthest from the truth. Like, you have to have that mentality. You're getting it from the mud until someone comes along and proves that they are worth your time. Yeah. And he doesn't have to tell you. He'll show you.
Yeah. You hang around, you talk to anybody long enough, they'll tell you who they are.
Yeah. Amen. Preach it. Say it one more time for the vine.
You talk to anybody.
And again, like, you don't have to. If you, and the other mentality that needs to change. Not everybody makes six figures. New, what's up? And again, like, if you personally aren't like in that 6-figure category, how do you expect to pull a man that's making that?
That sounds like Kai Samuels in the building.
Oh, it definitely does.
Value.
If Kai Samuels in the building,
he's definitely in the building today. So if you aren't pulling 6 figures, and if you do not resemble Beyonce, you gotta shoot low. You gotta be realistic with yourself.
See, here's the thing. You don't necessarily have to shoot low if you're not making that, but be on a track to get there. You know what I mean? Like,
fuck even that. Women no.
Looking
forget being on.
Hold on. If you look like,
I'm gonna tell you like this, Rob. Like, being on the track, telling a woman, put yourself on the track to get there, they will take forever, and then by the time it's time that they get there, it's too late, because they do. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, right.
Yeah, opinion. Better trust words, PhD. Telling women to get on the track.
Yeah.
We talk about women wanting fixer-uppers, right? We talked about that all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Women want a fixer-upper, right?
Yeah.
Somebody who has potential but ain't reached it yet, right?
Right.
It's the same thing for women. You don't necessarily, because that's not something that we look for in a woman.
Right.
Right? We don't look for a woman that's making 6 figures and all this other stuff. We want a woman that has her own shit.
Mm-hmm.
We want that's for sure, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to run every 6 months from now. I'll fix the kitchen cat.
That's a whole nother story. Those are expectations for that's a task. You were given
I
a
know,
task.
but I'm saying like if you're aspiring as a man or woman to get someone who has the world right, and you
Right.
ain't got there yet, that's not always a bad thing that you're not there, but at
Yeah.
least be working towards that.
Right.
You know what I
Got you.
mean?
Right. So,
That's all, man.
but again, I've seen tons and tons of videos of women that have listened to men and women on changing their career field and having a plan to get to whatever goal that they're okay. I'm working on myself right now, but I'm 30 years old, but I want a man in the future that's making six figures. I want 3 kids. I want a house in the hills. I want all of this. And you expect to have that in 10 years?
Yeah,
Girl,
no.
please. Girl, please. Like there's not a man in the world that would say something like that at 20 years old. Now a man at 30 still wouldn't be saying that. Like those are aspirations that take a long time to get. This is not. So we have seen the rise of the internet superstar, of them getting rich out of nowhere. It seems like it's out of nowhere, but that's not how it happened. This is how it happened. Let me give y'all a game. These people that are telling you to be entrepreneurs, take my course. I'll make you rich. Just do these steps and this steps. Take my class. You are the
$44.95.
You're the motherfuckers that are making them rich. You're the ones that made them millionaires, and now they're just selling you a dream.
Say it one more time.
And you know what? And it takes they don't realize that it takes hard work and dedication to get where they know it. They know it in their heart. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to work a full-time job and do entrepreneur stuff on the side and raise my kids. Like, there ain't no time in the day to do all that. Do you understand that an entrepreneurship job is a full-time job? I heard this woman. She was given two options.
You went from working 9 to 5 to 24/7.
She said to Kevin Samuels, he gave her two options. He's like, would you rather work a job making $300,000 or own a business making $300,000? And she said, I would rather own a business and have my own business and make $300,000. Like, what kind of sense does that make? You're going to work a job and get paid $300,000, and that's all you have to do. You don't have to manage people. You don't have to manage any of the stuff. Manage your company finances, all that with running a business. So you rather just struggle to get that $300,000 or just work to get it.
It's a phenomenon. I forget what it's called, but there was a scientist who did a study who asked 100 people. He said, "Would you rather work for $1 million?" And 98% of them said, "I would rather work for $1 million." Right?
Yeah.
And every single time he was like, "Why?" Well, because if I earn it, it means more to me. $1 million is $1 million.
Right.
Who gives a fuck how you got it?
Yeah. Who cares how you got it? But
so,
the thing is,
he would go back and ask them again. He would go back and ask them again, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I just take $1 million." So
exactly.
It wasn't really about. It's just people think that we need to earn everything, pull myself up by my bootstraps, and all this other bullshit.
No.
When
who it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if people won the lottery and if I won the lottery and had $10 billion, nobody would know.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, nobody would know. I would actually downgrade myself. I would look like a straight
downgrade.
I wouldn't
say nothing.
I would look straight.
Slowly but surely.
Bro, I would look like a bum. I would look like a bum.
I wouldn't.
And
I would go get what I want, but I ain't saying nothing.
And drive to a freaking 10-story penthouse.
And dare them to say something to you.
And dare them to say something to me. I own this building. Yeah, I look like a bum. What? Y'all ain't seen Kanye out here? Do you know this is Fashion Nova? This is the new line. This is the bum look.
Anyway.
And make money.
Knowing your worth. Knowing your worth.
Yep.
It's difficult.
And you know what? And it goes for both sides. Know your worth. Like, women are taught more about knowing their worth than men are.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot, like, and it's funny because, like, and we're probably going to talk about this next episode, but how women seem to believe that the world is dominated by men, when the problem is 80% of incarcerated people are men. 85% of suicides are done by men. Like the level of depression and all that other stuff is mostly by men. It's just you're taking a small substract of data to say that this is where men dominate in, but everything else is also dominated by men on the worst end of the spectrum. So
15% of the world's wealth is dominated by men. 15%, only 15%. And this is the world's wealth.
The other 75.
Where's the other 75? The working class.
Say it one more time.
So again, when you're prospecting for that 6-figure jigga, when you're prospecting for him, if you cannot even like hold the same conversation, I can't even hold a conversation with Jay-Z. I know
with who?
Jay-Z. I know I can't hold a conversation about Jay-Z. He's not going. Well, the thing is, he will entertain anything that I say, but I can't. That's different type of money. They move in different. They move in different circles. They talk about different things. But I
can't talk about money with them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No. There's no way.
Again, like, what is? Give me an example of what you would talk about with Bill Gates.
We could talk about sport. Hell, you're a Knicks fan.
Okay. All right. That's a great example. That's a great example.
I'd be like, well, how'd you pull off that NFL deal? How'd you pull that off?
That's something that, like, I would simply, for me, I just want information. Your value to me, not value to me, is what you can do, what you can let me know, and how you can elevate my life. That is what your value is to me. So my conversation with him would be something along the lines of, hey, what part of the game, right? And what can you tell me in order to get me to a different level?
So, okay. So that's an admirable question. Everybody would ask that question. But who in their right mind at that level will give out the cheat code for free?
I'm not.
If
you're at that level, why should I pay for it?
That's my sentiment also, but you got to think about it. Like, it comes at a price. Okay. Giving something like that,
Brandon. Talk about random bullshit.
Yeah, giving something like that, giving the cheat code, giving the cheat code to, and again, like, yeah, you know me, Orlando. Yeah, of course, you're gonna share your secrets and the cheat codes amongst your peers and amongst people that you want to see grow. And that stays the same as you go up in the hierarchy. When you see somebody else looking for a scheme or a quick come up to get to where you're at, and they didn't put in the work like you did, why would you give them the cheat code?
One question.
If they didn't deserve it. They didn't work hard.
millionaire, any billionaire, any person that is of a higher status than me, any person. I'm asking this, regardless of who it is.
Yeah.
What can you tell me that would elevate my life today? That I can change now and that would elevate my life today.
That's free information. That's great. Like, and that's the way that really, that's the way I would ask if I was talking. Right. If I sat down with Elon Musk, and that would be the question that I would ask. I wouldn't ask him how can I get to where you're at. No, I would be like, hey, this is what I got going on. Am I going in the right direction or not? And this is where I want to be. This is where I'm currently at. Would you change? What's your perspective from your mind state? Should I change my mentality of thinking, or how should I be thinking in the way to get to that goal? That's free game in itself.
Because one thing that my dad used to tell me all the time, which is why like very rarely, like I see celebrities a lot, but very rarely do I get starstruck.
Yeah.
Because my dad used to always tell me like, y'all met my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would say stuff like, they should be shocked to meet me. Like they should be proud to meet me.
Yeah.
You know who I am? Like, you know, but he was saying that because it's like they're a person. Had they not been on the radio, had they not been on TV, had they not been on whatever, you wouldn't know who they are. They're a person, a human being. Just because they got money don't mean they got any less red blood cells than you do. I mean they got any more, you know, whatever that you do. They put their pants one leg at a time as well. They are a person, a human being.
Yeah.
So anybody on this planet, I don't give a fuck how money you got, how prestigious you are. If it's the president, the only person that I would really be like, I don't even necessarily say starstruck, but I would be like for real, like honored to meet is Barack Obama. That's about it. Everybody else is like, oh, nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah. I wouldn't kiss ass to rub elbows with elites or anything. But what I would do, I would be ear hustling like a mofo.
I ain't gonna lie. If I got to meet my celebrity favorite, it's Bill Clinton. It's Bill Clinton. I'm trying to meet the boy Bill. How'd you do it back in the day, baby? We was making money when you was in office. Tell me the secret. Everybody was happy. And what was the roadhead as good as they said it was on
TV? Bill Clinton.
Thing is, honestly, I just want an honest life. Nothing crazy, but security for myself and my family. I don't care for their lives or what they have. Facts.
That is
what you got. Honest, what you got ain't for me. And
you know what's
ain't for you.
Here's the crazy thing. We have more millionaires in the U.S. now than we've ever had, ever. And
there's a new millionaire made like every 10.
Yeah. We have more millionaires, and more people can get to millionaire status that you wouldn't even know about. Mm-hmm. So making
what I learned over the last 2 years is that, first of all, 6 figures ain't shit.
It's nothing.
That shit is zero. It's like you might as well be working at McDonald's. 6 figures ain't nothing.
Might as well. So and again, like when we're talking 6 figures, all you got to make is $100,000 in a year.
Fact. That's $330. That's $133 a day.
That is nothing,
right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on, wait. Is that right? I knew I did the math.
So these women out here, they got the game messed up. Like, oh yeah, I run into 6-figure men all the time. I run into high value men. Okay, there's more to it when it comes to
$274 a day. Excuse me.
$274 a day.
That's it.
And I can do that. I can do that in Uber every day.
Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. It's so much more accessible than ever before.
Yeah.
Now the problem is
maintaining it.
And if you've ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad, right?
Oh, you know what? That's one of the books that I need to read.
Oh my! Yeah, I read it like 4 times.
You always talk about it, man. I need to get on that. I need to read that.
Please get it.
I'm gonna put that on my reading list. Hey, you know what we should do? We should start a book club on the podcast.
Book club segment. Yeah.
A book club. Honestly, I
like it.
As nerdy as it sounds, but you see my eyes light up when I said that.
It's like, ooh.
We should start a book club.
PhD. Mama Johnson would be our mother would be very proud of you,
bro. But seriously, like if we start a book club and we be like, hey, we're gonna break down chapter by chapter of this book, and I got like Rich Dad Poor Dad is a good example. Another book, another investing tool, an investing book, something about family, bro.
Here's where we gonna start. I read this book.
Trey in the building. What's up, Trey Dillon? What's up with it?
I read this. What up, Trey? I read this book several times as well. No Excuses by Brian Tracy. That is the first book I would recommend anybody read. No Excuses by Brian Tracy would change your perspective on blaming everybody and everything. It literally debunks the thought process of black people to be like it's the white man's fault.
Right.
It is literally like I said, the problem is once you hit 100K, you start living like you're making 100K. That's where the problem comes in. That's all I was about to say. Yep. So, going back to Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad teaches you, no matter how much money you make, it's not about the money that you make. The money that you made is the problem. Because if you make more money, that's what they say, more money, more problem.
Yep.
What'll happen is, you start making more money, you'll just find more shit to have bills on.
Yep.
That's it. It's not... So money isn't the issue. You could be making $20,000 a year and be happy as hell with no bills, or you could be making $1 million a year and be depressed as shit because you're broke. So it doesn't. The amount of money doesn't matter. It's how you use it and what you use it for. That is what it's all about, right?
Here's a cheat code right here for the folks out there. So, since making $100,000 is achievable, even in a full-time job working 40 hours a week, that's achievable. Once you get yourself out of debt, so this only works if you don't have any debt. So, having a companion that can do the exact same thing, you just stack that up, $200,000. You're in a freaking higher tax bracket.
Yeah, but
to dodge that tax bracket,
that's a whole other ball game.
It's a whole nother and once you're in so you got a gross income of $200,000 for your household when you're filing your taxes. To dodge that, start hiring your kids for your business. Those are tax
first of all, everyone's gross income should be 0. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave it right there. I ain't about to say
nothing
else.
It should be one. It should be $1. Pay yourself
it $1. Be 50 cents. It could be whatever, but it should literally everyone's gross income should be. You know why? Because you spent all your money on shit that you needed to survive.
Yep, and you pay taxes on that shit already.
And you pay taxes on it.
And then you get paid taxes again? Like, what kind of... Man, the government is so corrupted and cruel. Like, come on, man.
It's not corrupt. You know what's crazy? It's not corrupt. They always say this. If you want to hire something for black people, put the shit in the goddamn book. The tax code is all a book. Yep. It's a big ass book. Put the shit... If you read the tax code, you can... Bro, there's so much shit you can leverage. The reason that I'm in this room right now is because it's a tax write-off. My whole house is a write-off.
Yeah.
I got solar panels on my house, and I ain't paid a dime for them bitches because it's a write off.
That boy Brandon said my airplane's a write off.
Oh, airplanes are right.
No bullshit.
No
Brand
shit.
facts.
You can.
No
You can
bullshit.
Write off a whole
Airplane
plane.
is a fucking write off.
Yep. And why
No
do you think?
bullshit.
Why do you think millionaires buy new planes or new cars? You know, after a certain amount of time, and then they donate. They donate.
Why you think?
Their shit.
Why you think? Range Rover. Let me just say this before we go.
All right.
Range Rover is a shit car. It is a shit vehicle. It is terrible. It is built with 2-year-olds. It is horribly manufactured. It looks great.
Now, Land Rovers is what you want.
No. Listen.
All right.
Range Rovers are built horribly.
Right.
You know why every millionaire has it? Because it weighs over 6,000 pounds. It weighs over 6,000 pounds. The entire car plus depreciation is a write-off. Which is why every millionaire has a fucking Escalade. Every millionaire has a Tahoe. Every millionaire has a Rolls Royce Cullinan, Bentley Bentayga.
What's the famous Mercedes Benz? The Mercedes truck? No, the Mercedes truck.
G-Wagon.
Oh,
yeah, the G-Wagon.
G-Wagon. That was one of the first.
Yeah.
Like the Jeep the big ass Jeep.
Yeah.
That's
Cherokee.
There's so many, bro. If you bought a new car, it's a tax write-off. If you bought a new car, you leverage code 172. Just read.
Rob, you giving out cheap. You look, Rob. Come on now. Wrap it up. BET.
And again, like this shit is not a scam. It's
in the book.
It's people.
It's out there for you to read.
The guys that you see on TikTok that are advertising this stuff, they're giving free game for free, and they're telling you where to look, and giving out free tax advice. Like it seems like it's a lot of stuff, but most of it is completely legit. You just gotta
read it, follow the steps, read and follow the steps.
Yep. And here's the thing: if you don't want to read it, that's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand. But hire a tax strategist. Hire them. They get paid a lot, but they will make your ass a whole lot more.
Say it one more time.
Tax strategists are, I will say this. Around August, September, start looking for you a good tax strategist. Because come November, December time frame, they gonna have your shit right. And come tax time, you go, bruh. This man, all right. I ain't even gonna say. I ain't saying no more.
I ain't gonna say no more.
I ain't gonna say no more. We finished or we done?
Right, no, we finished. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this episode, man. I'd like to say thank you to all of our listeners out there. Everybody tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Continue to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you continue to show your support on Facebook by sending stars, showing your love. We really, really, really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. Just a panel of brown people having good conversations over here. I'm your host, Big. What's got enough?
It's me, KG, aka Dr. Graves, no PhD. Your boy Kai Samuels was in the building, dropping some knowledge on your forehead. But you know, we in the building. Hey, bang bang Niner gang. We'll see you on Sundays, and you know what? It's gonna be some smoke in the city. My boy Mo, he wasn't here tonight, but he gonna check in, and we gonna be rocking it out and watching the game together.
He'll see this later for sure.
Yeah, he'll definitely see it later. But hey, it's me. You know who it is. You know who we are. We came to drop bars.
Factual information.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. I really don't. Hey, y'all know who it is, man. Listen here. Something's about to go down this weekend. Friends and families, close ones, friends you ain't talked to in years, is going to be divided into two colors, red and blue.
Not the Bloods and the Crips again. We're not doing that.
You got not that. You that's old school. We talk about the Cowboys 49ers. You got people that love to hate America's team, and you got people that love America's team. And then you got people that just want to see them get their butts toe off. Remember, everybody, this is it's a game. It's a game. None of us are being paid from it unless you play in the Vegas line and you got money to spend like that. But if you're gonna get together with your friends and families to talk hoorah, he, hi, he, hey, remember, it's for shits and giggles, okay? Shits and giggles. It's bragging rights, but shits and giggles. It's your boy DJ Chef, man. Hey, be safe out there this weekend because you already know who I'm going for. Say less.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, y'all know we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will see y'all next time. Same time, same place. All right? Peace.